Hey man, the Bible isn't a flat earth book. Come on, Carl, how many times do we have to go through this? Bible says 11 times that earth has foundations. 3 times earth does not move. 3 times earth has pillars. 3 times compares earth to a footstool. 2 times earth is at rest. 5 times earth is fixed. All God created on day 2 of creation was the firmament, and he called it heaven. And then God says 17 times that he stretched it out. Not that he stretched it out 17 times, it just says 17 times that he stretched it out. He might have only stretched it out once. It compares it to a tent, a molten looking glass that has to be hammered into shape. It says 6 times that there are windows in it. 3 times that the sun, moon, and stars are as in inside the firmament. Earth hangs on nothing, but is described as standing and sitting. In one verse, it literally says the deep places are in God's hand. The Bible describes it as being stable, established, and established. Okay. The Bible's a flat earth book.
So there's a gentleman out there named Taffy, posted a video. He's going down a hill and trying to claim that this is curving as he's going down the hill. What he doesn't understand is this left to right horizon and the length of this left to right horizon in the video, and the distance of his eyes from left to right versus the distance what we're viewing in the camera is different. He didn't explain that in this image or his video. Why? He drove down the hill and said, look, the curve is curving as I go down this hill. Make that make sense, please.
I love it when the Bible comes to life in real time because I get to prove it to all the naysayers out there. And I believe we just found proof of the waters above. In the beginning, God said he separated the waters from above from the waters below. Don't act like you guys can't hear that water up there. Need I say anything more? The Bible comes to life.
President, this is Houston out. Hello, Neil and Buzz. I'm talking to you by telephone from the Oval Room at the White House. And this certainly has to be the most historic telephone call ever made.
If the Earth is flat, why are the other planets round? This is a common question by people who make fun of flat earthers. Flat earthers actually believe in what the Bible says, the waters above and the waters below, and the firmament separating us. We have the sun and the moon inside of our firmament, and the stars built into the firmament to give us light. If you've ever actually seen a planet or a star through a telescope, it actually looks like it's underwater. But you can actually see some down here, and there's Saturn right there. Which a lot of this is hard to explain and understand, but there are different levels of the firmament. So it makes sense if some of these stars and planets were built into the firmament and they look like they were underwater. And some of these actually might be angels as well in the firmament, because not all angels are good angels. But don't take my word for it, go actually look it up. Look through a telescope, see what stars and planets look like through a telescope. They don't look like planets that you can actually land on. They look more like lights in the sky, and they flicker like they're underwater. Some have even talked about these being suns and moons for other lands outside of our ice wall. But it's not biblically proven there are other suns or moons outside of our known lands.
Have you heard the theory that the Challenger astronauts didn't die in 1986, but are still alive today, living under the same names and faces? As a child in '86, we were all sat in the school hall being made to watch this launch. The Challenger shuttle exploded just 73 seconds after launch, killing all 7 crew members. If that happened, then explain this. Commander Francis Richard Scobie was declared dead, but there's a man named Richard Scobie running a marketing firm called Cows and Trees. Same age, same face, same name. Michael J. Smith, the pilot, supposedly died in the blast. Yet there's a Michael J. Smith teaching engineering at the University of Wisconsin. Same calm eyes, same smile, same everything. Ronald McNair, the physicist, was said to have perished too. But a man named Carl McNair, claiming to be his brother, looks exactly like him. The voice, the mannerisms, identical. Then there's Ellison Onizuka. His brother, Claude Onizuka, could easily be him. Same jawline, same stare, just older. Judith Resnick, the brilliant mission specialist, has a twin. A Yale law professor named Judith Resnick, same name, same age, and a perfect facial match. But no records of a twin ever existed. Krista McAuliffe, the teacher chosen to inspire a generation, supposedly died that day. But Sharon McAuliffe, a professor at Syracuse, looks exactly like her. Only Gregory Jarvis seems to have no confirmed double, no trace. So what really happened in 1986? Were these astronauts part of something else entirely? Are these just coincidences or clues? But why? Some believe the Challenger disaster was staged to manipulate public emotion and secure long-term NASA funding. At the time, interest in space exploration was fading and budgets were tightening. If so, it backfired. Instead of boosting confidence, it triggered public doubt, grounding missions and delaying progress. The emotional impact was real, but the outcome wasn't what they planned.
Okay, so let me take a little crack at the final experiment, a final observation. It's not an experiment. Anyway, let's just cruise right here. Look, 3 seconds in. You see that little cloud right there? All right, now we're gonna go at the end of it, and see the little cloud right there, above it again, right there, right there. All right, let's put them side by side. The bottom is the beginning, the top is the end, and there's the cloud. Now let's look at it slower. There. Wow, look at that. Right in line with each other, right over the same mountain. What's the chance of having the exact same cloud, the exact same shape, the exact same spot 24 hours later? I don't know. Okay, this shadow is different. The tripod is gone. And this cloud right here is gone. Now, if this was a show, is it possible that they forgot to edit out this little cloud right here? Even the sun flares look the same to me. I don't know. Okay, so here's our two clouds right here. Now let's go back a little earlier. Right there. Right there. Look at those two flares. Two flares at the identical 24 hours later at the exact same time. I want to say totally busted. Let me know what you guys think.
So please, I beg you, we have to stop claiming that the 10 Commandments prohibit lying. That's not true. The 10 Commandments prohibit bearing false witness against your neighbor. Okay. We finally get to my conclusion on the matter of lying and deception, and that is this. After carefully looking at both sides of the debate, and after taking a very deep dive into everything I could possibly find in Scripture regarding lying and deception, I have come to the conclusion that neither lying nor deception are inherently immoral.
The final experiment exposed.
Flat earther to approach the ideas and to scrutinize the experiments and the whole trip, and Will would have peace of mind that people wouldn't be accusing him of just bringing a round earth, very biased.
Is Will the one paying you to do the 90-minute documentary?
Will is the one that has funded it. Yeah, he funded the trip for me, and he's funding the post-production and, all the things that come with that.
Well, all the stuff.
Will is the one that has funded it. Yeah, he funded the trip for me, and he's funding the post-production and.
I don't know. So the Jonathan guy that was part of TFE, that's the filmmaker for Will Duffy. Okay, now, Caleb, I don't know if you've ever dealt with him before on TikTok, but a long time ago during the TFE and all that, he said he was a flat earther. He's a flat earther. Yep. And his best evidence was being like, oh yeah, but if like it was just dumb shit like the Nile River goes north. That's why it's flat. It's like anyway, a bit weird. Now he's saying he's not a flat earther now. He's kind of like in between. He's not really sure. It's either way, whatever. And I've seen him reply in videos, like especially one of my solar filter stuff, like with the sunset changing size and all that. And dude, now he's like talking about space being like a thing and all these things. The way he talks, dude,
Hey,
he's not a flat earther.
the fact I asked him in real life now, he's got a young daughter, young toddler child. He wants to send her to mainstream school. I was like, really, dude? Come on.
Also, I asked him.
That says it all.
I asked him, right? I remember a long time ago in TikTok, we were like, what would be the best way to prove it's flat? And he goes, oh, send a rocket as high up as you can above the earth. Right, which is like for a real flat earther, that's kind of stupid. And then I asked him in real life recently, like when I went to America, I'm like, why do you think it's a flat earth? Like, what's the best evidence you think flat earth has or whatever? He goes, the Nile River runs north. Like, come on, man. What is going on? What I think's going to happen is I don't trust him. And I think he is going to, when the film comes out, if it ever does, whatever, he's going to say that he was a flat earther and flipped, just like Jaron did. I don't trust him.
Yeah, most likely.
Turn on the news, it's all a lie. Elites in suits deciding who lives and dies. Gates on stage, smiling wide, talking population like it's genocide. They own the airwaves, control the feed. Big pharma profits while the people bleed. He stood up tall in that TED light glow. 2010, let the whole world know. 6.8 billion headed to 9, but with our shots and health design, we can lower that 10-15%. Didn't say kill, but that's what he meant. Jabs, healthcare, reproductive control, saving the kids, nothing in the soul. Big pharma pockets lined with gold, while we line up doing what we're told. Government pushes the needle deep, media calls us crazy if we speak. Bill Gates wants less of us on this earth, talking depopulation like it's rebirth. Shots in our arms for profit and gain. Big pharma laughs while we feel the pain. Government lies, media spins the tale. Wake up, fight back, we will not fail. We will not fail. He said it plain on camera, no shame. Lower the numbers, playing his game. Elites decide who breathes the air while we pay the price. It ain't fair, they traumatize us, steal our rights slow for power and money. That's the show. He warned us clear, another wave coming soon. Fauci echoed the tune under the moon. Surprise outbreak, they both prophesied. How they know, cause it's planned inside. Events will now rehearse the fear. Months before the disease appeared, lock us down, steal our rights away for control and cash. That's how they play. Big pharma rush the shots to market fast. Billions in profits, side effects masked. Government mandates, no questions asked. Bill Gates wants less of us on this earth, talking depopulation like it's rebirth. Shots in our arms for profit and gain. Big pharma laughs while we feel the pain. Government lies, media spins the tale. Wake up, fight back, we will not fail. We will not fail. They poison the well, then sell the cure. Trauma and fear keep us insecure. Needles and mandates divide and rule, while billionaires watch from their private pool. Media blackouts on the injured cry. Censor the truth, spread the lies. Carry more Wallace, Nobel Truth Teller, bold inventor of PCR, story untold. Before he died in 2019, said loud and clear on the screen, these tests ain't made for diagnosis at all, just amplification, that's the call. Can't tell sick from well, just fragments they find, but they use it to lock down mankind. Convenient time, and he spoke the truth, then gone too soon, no more proof. Megalomaniacs in their ivory towers, playing God with unholy powers. Media puppets repeat the script, big pharma rakes in every cent. They traumatize kids, destroy the free, offer their new world tyranny. But we see through the smoke and lies, the people rise, open their eyes. No more chains, no more control. We take back our bodies, our minds, our soul. Gates Fauci, the whole damn crew. Your game's exposed, we're coming for you. No more fear, no more blind trust. Your empire crumbles into dust. Oh, Bill Gates wants less of us on this earth, talking depopulation like it's rebirth. Shots in arms for profit and gain. Big pharma laughs while we feel the pain. Government lies, media spins the tale. Wake up.
The flat Earth map dates back over 1,000 years. This map is credited to being created by a Persian astronomer. His name was Al-Biruni, and he lived between 973 AD to 1048 AD. It's the official map of the United Nations and also the United States Geological Survey. It used to be present in many places before the creation of NASA and the Antarctic Treaty in 1959. Here you see it with Admiral Byrd. This map has been restored by Dmitry from Russia with suggestions of mine, Eddie Alenkar. Known by my YouTube channel Flat Earth Banjo, I asked Dmitry to include the Bermuda Triangle and Point Nemo, a place deep in the Pacific where NASA buries rockets. Then Robert Tozzi, a professional mapmaker, came along and enhanced the map even more. There are many people now selling this map online, but if you could order it from my online store, I would greatly appreciate it. Visit my online store now and order one of the items. I humbly thank you.